Today's story is the Beetle Alphabet Book. Celebrate! There's nothing on earth as diverse as beetles. We start this alphabet book with the heaviest beetle around. A is for African Goliath beetle. This beetle is almost as large as your hand. In Africa, children often tie strings to these beetles and play with them as pets. B is for Barnard beetle. The Barnard beetle sprays poison gas to protect itself, but not enough to harm a person. Tiny bugs, teeny frogs, and little lizards should watch out. C is for cucumber beetle. Farmers do not like this cute beetle because it eats tender young cucumber plants. Its cousins, the potato beetle, the asparagus beetle, and a carrot beetle, are also pests to farmers. D is for dung beetle. Dung is poop. This beetle rolls bowls of animal poop into its nest. It lays eggs in the poop so the babies will have something to eat when they're hatched. Dung beetles think poop is delicious. E is for elephant stag beetle. Beetles come in all different shapes. These beetles look like they have antlers. Come on now, behave, stop fighting, or you will be sent to the principal's office. F is for fungus beetle. This beetle needs to go to beauty shop. It is not slick and shiny like many beetles. It is very difficult to recognize because it is camouflage. It looks like decaying leaves, the bumpy bark of trees, or fungus. G is for giraffe beetle. Wow, what a long neck! The male giraffe beetle uses his unique neck to roll up leaves. The female then lays her eggs in this protected place. H is for Harlequin Beetle. Its front legs are so huge, some people think they are its antennae. Beetles are insects. All insects have 6 legs. I is for Ibis Beetle. Most beetles are tiny. See if you can find the 3 Ibis beetles on the pine needles. Ibis beetles bore holes into trees. They look harmless, but they have been known to wipe out sections of forest. Even though the word bee is inside the word beetle, a bee is not a beetle. A beetle's wings fold inside its back. A bee's wings are always on the outside. Now buzz off, bee! J is for Junebug. You can recognize a beetle by the straight line down its back. Junebugs usually appeared in early summer during the month of June. That's how they got their name. How did you get their name? K is for Kalahari beetle. This beetle lives in the Kalahari Desert, where there is hardly any water. Name a place and beetles probably live there. Mountains, plains, cities, beaches, hot desert, freezing nights, no problem. L is for leaf beetle. This beetle is the same color as the green leaves it eats for dinner. Leaf beetles like to eat weeds and bushes more than trees. Some leaf beetles prefer the leaves of raspberries, strawberries, and grapes. M is for Mexican bean beetle. This beetle is one of the largest ladybugs. It is a myth that number of spots show how old a ladybug is. Most beetles live less than 1 year. It is not polite to ask a ladybug her age. Are you looking at me? I said, are you looking at me? I am a spider, not a beetle. I am not even an insect. Spiders have 8 legs, not 6. Spiders do not have wings. N is for net-winged beetle. Beetles have 2 sets of wings. The hard outer wing are called elytra. In most beetles, the elytra are smooth and shiny. The net-winged beetle has rich elytra that look like netting. O is for Untitled beetle. Scientists have discovered almost 1 million different species of beetles. There are more beetles on Earth than any other type of creature. There are so many that you could probably write 1,000 different beetle alphabet books. P is for pie dish beetle. Other beetles have interesting names too. There's the furniture beetle, the drugstore beetle, the mud-loving beetle, the devil watch beetle, and a puffball beetle. And here's more: the flower beetle, the snail-eating beetle, the engraver beetle, and a ship-timber beetle. Wow! Great names! Great beetles! Q is for quartz-plane beetle. This beetle blends in with its environment. It lives in a quartz plane where the rocks are white. R is for Rhubarb Weevil. A weevil is a type of beetle that has a long snout. The most famous weevil of all is the boll weevil, which destroys cotton crops. Weevils are good for drilling holes into seeds, nuts, and fruit. Their teeth are at the end of their snouts. S is for seed beetle. This seed beetle has comb-shaped antennae. Look through this book for examples of antennae diversity. You will find a thread type, the feather type, the ball at the end type, the saw type, and the bee type. T is for tiger beetle. This beetle has huge jaws. Beetles are biters. Other insects have different types of mouths. Butterflies are sippers, houseflies are spongers, grasshoppers are chewers, bees are lickers, and mosquitoes are bloodsuckers. U is for underwater beetle. This beetle is like the U.S. Navy SEALs. Sea, air, land. The underwater beetle can swim underwater, fly in the sky, and walk on land. Not many creatures can do that. Let's face it, beetles are amazing. La cucaracha, don't be fooled. Cockroaches are not beetles. Can you see the difference? The wings of the cockroach overlap. V is for violin beetle. Here's another crazy shaped beetle. It looks like a violin. Let's see. If we have a viola beetle, a cello beetle, and 2 violin beetles, we will have a beetle string quartet. A violin beetle can also be called a guitar beetle. W is for whirligigs. Whirligigs dance on top of ponds and streams. They look like bumper cars going every which way. Whirligigs can see above and below the water at the same time. Remember, beetles can fly. If they get tired on one pond, they just fly over to another. X is for Zolocystis, a rhinoceros beetle. We found a beetle that begins with an X, but it's more fun to see beetle guts. Y is for yellow tortoise beetle. Are you ready for some big words? People who study insects and bugs are called entomologists. If they're specialized in beetles, they are called coleopterists. Maybe you'll be a coleopterist when you grow up. Z. Welcome to the land of manacled beetles. Do some forget some jewelry? On this page, there is a zinc meadow beetle, a plantium magnetic beetle, a gold magnetic beetle, a silver magnetic beetle, and a bronze magnetic beetle. C is for zinc magnetic beetle. The engraver beetles were here. They left us a message.